Think about it. On a blazing hot day, what's better than sinking your teeth into a perfectly grilled hot dog? Turns out, Americans gobble down a mind-blowing 20 billion of these bad boys every year. That's enough to wrap around the earth over 120 times. From ballpark concessions to backyard cookouts, hot dogs are the undisputed champs of casual dining. Hot dogs are known by many different names, including Frankfurters, Franks, Red Hots, and Wieners. While there are many varieties of hot dogs, one of the most famous is just hot dogs. But the burning question remains, how are hot dogs made anyway? The story of hot dogs stretches back thousands of years, making them one of the oldest forms of processed food. Imagine this. Way back in 1500 BC in Babylonia, folks were already grinding up meat, stuffing it into animal intestines, and cooking it over a fire. Talk about ancient eats. Now, the exact birthplace of the modern hot dog is a bit of a mystery. Some say it was born in Frankfurt, Germany way back in 1484. Others argue it was Vienna, Austria, and the term Wiener hints at that. And then there's the late 1600s when Johann Jorghenner from Coburg, Germany, whipped up a sausage called the Dachshund. Quite the sausage saga, isn't it? Fast forward to the 1850s, when a butcher's guild in Frankfurt introduced the world to the Frankfurter, a spiced, smoked sausage named after their hometown. This tasty treat made its way across the pond to America thanks to pioneers like Charles Feltman and Antoine Feuchtwanger. Feltman started slinging Frankfurters and sauerkraut from a pushcart in New York's Coney Island, kick-starting the hot dog craze. And Feuchtwanger? In 1893, hot dogs made their debut at baseball parks, starting with the St. Louis Browns ballpark. It was there that sausage began to be served to spectators. The trend spread, reaching the New York Polo Grounds in 1901. It was at this venue that sports cartoonist Tad Dorgan witnessed vendors selling red-hot Dachshund sausages. Unable to spell Dachshund, Dorgan improvised with hot dog, coining the term we know today. Meanwhile, in St. Louis in 1904, the first hot dog buns were introduced by a local entrepreneur who not only loaned out white gloves to customers to hold their sausages, but also innovated the addition of buns to enhance the experience. And the rest is history. Traditional hot dogs are crafted from a blend of pork, beef, and chicken. These meats start as trimmings, leftover pieces from cutting steaks or pork chops. Before processing, the meat undergoes rigorous inspection using equipment like X-rays, temperature probes, metal detectors, and microbial testing to ensure quality. Visual inspection is also crucial to ensure freshness and quality before further processing. Once inspected, the meat is cut into small pieces and placed in a mixing container. High-speed choppers transform it into a smooth paste-like consistency, ready for mixing with other ingredients. Processed chicken trimmings are added to the ground meat, followed by food starch, salt, and other flavorings. These flavorings can vary depending on where the hot dogs are to be sold, as people in different regions have different tastes. For example, in New York City, you might find hot dogs with a classic combination of mustard, sauerkraut, and onions, giving them a tangy and savory flavor profile. On the other hand, in Chicago, hot dogs are often topped with a unique blend of sweet pickle relish, diced onions, tomato slices, and a dash of celery salt, resulting in a slightly sweeter and more complex flavor. Once all the ingredients are assembled, they are mixed together in a large vat using specialized equipment such as industrial mixers or blenders. Water is then sprayed into the mix to achieve the desired consistency, and everything is thoroughly blended. Corn syrup is added to the mixture to provide a hint of sweetness. The addition of even more water helps to disperse the ingredients evenly and make the hot dogs juicier. After mixing all of the ingredients and after the batter passes quality control checks, long rolls of cellulose tubing are loaded into the stuffing machine. This machine, known as a stuffer or linker, is specially designed to pump the meat puree into these casings. Using precise mechanisms, the stuffer evenly distributes the batter into the casings, ensuring uniformity in size and shape. Careful attention is paid to avoiding air bubbles in the casing, as they can affect the texture and appearance of the final product. The casings are then twisted at regular intervals, typically every 5¼ inches, which corresponds to the length of one hot dog. Most casings are removed later in the process. However, some manufacturers continue to use natural casings, typically made from animal intestines, which remain on and are eaten along with the hot dog. This older way of making hot dogs reminds us of earlier times when natural casings were commonly used. In contrast, cellulose casings are commonly used today due to their ease of handling and consistency in size and shape. This shift towards cellulose casings reflects advancements in food technology and manufacturing practices. Stuffed hot dogs undergo a cooking process, starting with smoking. The manufacturer has the opportunity at this point to impart different flavors to the hot dogs by using a variety of smoke sources. Traditionally, hot dogs were smoked using wood chips from various types of hardwood such as hickory, mesquite, or applewood, each lending its unique aroma and flavor profile to the hot dogs. However, in modern manufacturing processes, the most common method involves the use of liquid smoke. Liquid smoke is made by condensing smoke from burning wood chips or sawdust and capturing the resulting vapors in a liquid form. This liquid smoke is then sprayed or injected onto the hot dogs during the cooking process. For example, a traditional beef hot dog might be cooked at a higher temperature to achieve a slightly charred exterior and juicy interior, while a poultry-based hot dog such as chicken or turkey may be cooked at a lower temperature to ensure thorough cooking without drying out the meat. After smoking, the hot dogs are transferred into an oven with several cooking zones. As they bake, the liquid smoke seeps through the casing, adding flavor to the hot dogs. Once hot out of the oven, they are thoroughly cooked under controlled conditions. Cooking times vary depending on the recipe. However, typically it takes about an hour. When the cooking is done, the hot dog links are moved via a conveyor to an automatic peeler. In the peeler, the cellulose casings are cut away, leaving only the bare hot dogs. It should be noted that this step is skipped by manufacturers who use natural casings. After peeling, the smoked and cooked hot dogs are then drenched in cold, salty water to chill them in preparation for packaging. This chilling process, known as cold water immersion, involves submerging the hot dogs in a bath of cold water mixed with salt. The cold water rapidly lowers the temperature of the hot dogs, halting any further cooking and setting their shape. Additionally, the salty water helps to enhance the flavor, imparting a subtle salty taste to the hot dogs and preserving them, extending their shelf life. They are showered with water to help equalize their internal temperature, ensuring consistency and preventing them from becoming too dry or too moist. After the meticulous cold water immersion process, a stringent quality control procedure is enacted to ensure that all hot dogs are thoroughly cooked and each one attains perfection in shape and size, with the casing entirely removed by the precision of the peeler machine. Once verified, the individual hot dogs are transported to the state-of-the-art packaging machine. Here, they undergo a carefully orchestrated process where they are lined up and delicately placed on a protective layer of plastic film. This film, selected for its durability and preservation properties, serves as a safeguard against flavor loss and degradation, while also significantly extending the hot dog shelf life. Carefully folded and vacuum sealed, these packages not only preserve the essence of the hot dogs, but also ensure their freshness for an extended period. Imprinted on these sealed packages are curated graphics and essential text required for marketing and consumer information. Following this process, the sealed packages are efficiently moved to a high-tech stamping machine, where each receives a visible freshness date, providing consumers with confidence in their purchase. The sealed and stamped packages are transported to precision-engineered boxing devices, where they are meticulously arranged on sturdy pallets. Finally, these carefully prepared packages are loaded onto refrigerated trucks, ensuring optimal temperature control during transportation to local supermarkets. The entire journey of hot dog production, from the initial reception of the meat to the boxing of the final product, is completed within a span of just a few short hours, showcasing the efficiency and precision of modern food manufacturing processes. Hot dogs are as fascinating as they are delicious. From their humble beginnings to the precision of modern manufacturing, hot dogs have truly earned their place as a staple of our culinary culture. But hey, if you found yourself craving more tantalizing tidbits and mouth-watering insights, why not subscribe to our channel? Stay tuned for more delectable explorations into the world of how it's made. After all, there's always more to taste and learn. Until next time, keep those taste buds tingling and those minds hungry for knowledge. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join us on our flavorful adventures.